Kylie and Kendall Jenner have hopped on the Billie Eilish train of hatred, jealousy, spite, pettiness. Sad, sad,
I
sad.
think you love Billie Eilish. I think you're a Billie stan. I think that's what you're trying to say.
This happy in my life.
Hello, welcome to the TMZ Swiftie podcast. I'm your host, Melanie Miller, and today joining us, the very wonderful superfan, I think the biggest superfan we have in the office.
Thank you. Now you're.
I mean, not above me.
We'll see.
Nobody.
How do we get there?
It's kind of like I'm Taylor Swift and you're Billie Eilish.
Oh, really? No, you're not. I can't be an opener. I can't be like Sabrina Carpenter.
You could be Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So,
Thank you, Grayson Beeman.
Hello.
Hooray!
Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's get right into Taylor Swift breaking news of the day. So, the Swiftie community is not the only community that is obsessed with Travis and Taylor getting engaged.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about it. Everyone wants it. Everyone needs it. It's like the ending to their beautiful fairy tale. So over the weekend, they were at some, I forget what it's called. It doesn't matter. But they were in Kansas City, and a bunch of celebrities were there. And they were doing some sketch on stage. Jason Sudekis was involved. Travis Kelce was on stage. And Jason Sudekis looked over at Travis and said, "Hey, when are you going to make an honest woman out of her?"
Yeah.
Meaning Taylor.
Yeah. Well, no, it's exciting just because, I mean, it's exciting to see that everybody else is involved. It's not just the Swifties. Yes, there's so many people that like want this, but it's nice to see, celebrities want it too. And
Yeah.
it's exciting.
They're just like us.
Yeah. Well, it's exciting, and I think they obviously have their own timeline, or maybe they are already.
What did we think about the Travis reaction? He tried to get away from it as quickly as possible.
Tried to little sweep it under the rug. Yeah. I think he's nervous. He strikes me as the type of guy that, like, if they do get engaged and they try to keep it a secret, I don't think I think he will be the one to break, because I also can see like Jason on the podcast kind of like toying with him.
Done that.
Yeah. Well, but
I could see you as the wedding singer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this makes me a little bit concerned. And somebody commented in like, because he'd come out, well, a source close.
Wink, wink.
Said that he's not there yet. And like, it's not his normal reaction of like leaning in, enjoying the love story. It's a little bit like
pulling. Oh, so you're like nervous for them?
Well, yeah, because I've said this a million times, but they're 35. Like,
Okay.
They've been dating for a year.
Okay, I mean,
I feel like by this point, he should know whether he wants to marry Taylor Swift or not.
I think he knows, but I think also you have to understand, like, too, with the media presence surrounding them, like, with that pressure of feeling like they have to be this perfect relationship, but at the same time, they need their own space. Like, they need to have their relationship that is private from the public, like show stuff, but at the same time, like, an engagement like that is so exciting for them, and it should be done the right way. Like, he probably wants to plan it. He probably knows how he wants to do it. My
point is, I'm just a little bit worried of how, like,
a little, yeah. I don't think he's pulling back. I think that was a signal to Swifties, and also just like people just kind of calm down. It's coming. It'll come when it comes.
Let us live a little.
Yeah, let them breathe, because everybody talks about them. They're always going to be talked about, and so this is going to be like the story of the year. Like, it's going to be big when it happens, and I think that is also overwhelming them too, because she's on tour right now, and he's about to start back up. So I think that timeline has to add up, but I think it will all into place.
Maybe they get married after this next Super Bowl. Maybe they get engaged after in 2 years.
We'll see. Only time will tell. Yeah.
All right. So on the other hand, Taylor Swift has basically professed that he is Endgame, that he is the prophecy, that she's been begging for change, for just a man that wants her company.
Yeah.
Her surprise songs this weekend were The Prophecy and
Long story short,
it was the wrong guy, meaning Joe Alwyn. But like she's basically confirming to us
yeah,
that
and that
like
was a lyric change, right? Because like it says the wrong guy, but I think the way she said it, those lyrics don't. I
it
think
was in the wrong place.
Yeah, I think she likes because it was her way, and she even laughed while she was doing it. So
Yeah.
it was her way of being like, I know what I'm doing. Take the
Yeah.
message, go with it.
I'm telling you guys.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Yeah.
And then further goes on to sing 15 and
You're on your own, kid.
You're on your own, kid. And that was like as when she's singing like, in your life you'll do more than you'll do things greater than dating the
Great
boy
song.
on the football team. And then she throws her head back laughing. And then she sings You're on Your Own, Kid because that was the start of their relationship with Make the Friendship Bracelets.
Well, it also was, I mean, I didn't do this math. That's like, math is beyond me. But 87 days ago was the last time she played You're on Your Own, Kid.
Whoa.
So full circle moment there.
You think she plans that, or is that just
I think
a
that
happenstance?
specifically she planned because, like, I mean, it'd be really crazy if it lined up that way.
I know, but I feel
It's
like there's
too
so many
significant.
invisible strings.
Yeah.
That would just be another invisible string.
It'd be funny if Taylor's like sitting there, like reading the comments and being like, oh my gosh, it's 80, like that.
Yeah.
I personally think it was planned, but I would love if it wasn't because that would be so funny.
I think it was.
Yeah. There's a lot of things too that I just think that she sits back and she's like, that wasn't planned, but it worked out.
I love that she confirmed that to us.
Yeah.
She's so happy.
And she was beaming. She was so, and that also goes back into like with their engagement. I do think it's coming, but I think they're happy. They're on their timeline.
I don't know. There's something about going back to the way that like Travis was like, and then the way that Jason was. I do really think they got engaged at Lake Como. And that he's like, and that would explain why he's just so like, oh, because like he's afraid. Maybe he's a bit of a blabbermouth, and he's gonna blow it.
I think that if it does come out and it's like spoiled that it comes out, it's gonna come from him.
And it kind of makes sense that they put out that article of like, he's not there yet to throw us all off the scent.
Yeah. Well, also because didn't it all come out right before that he was there? Like that's the one thing that got me. There was two conflicting articles back to back. Like
right. It was like it's happening soon,
and then it's not happening.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. I really, I think that his reaction was because he was trying not to like blow it.
Blow it up, yeah.
I think not blow it up, but blow it that they're already engaged.
Yeah, I can see. Well, because also it's such a perfect time for them and everything. Yeah, if it's gonna happen right there, then that's the.
And that she's singing that he's the prophecy.
That he changed the prophecy.
Yeah, that he changed the prophecy.
Yeah.
Man, mommy and daddy.
Oh,
that's to get it in. Sorry, everybody. It has to happen that way. Okay. If we didn't dislike the Kardashian family for berating Taylor constantly, thank you, aIMee, already, Kylie and Kendall Jenner have hopped on the Billie Eilish train of hatred, jealousy, spite, pettiness. Sad.
I think you love Billie Eilish. I think you're a Billie stan. I think that's what you're trying to say.
I mean, I did love Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
I don't anymore because what she said about the 3.5-hour concert truly is just unforgivable.
I do, yeah, I mean.
So let me explain. So we have this clip. Let's see it. Or losing my mind if it was obvious why. So Kendall and Kylie were in the back seat of a vehicle drinking beers, and they were blasting
Are you gonna
L'amour de ma vie. Do you know how to pronounce that correctly?
I can butcher it. No.
L'amour de ma vie.
French.
Is it French?
The French love song. I think.
Je m'appelle Melanie. Yeah. L'amour de ma vie. Anyway, they were singing the song. How often do they post stuff where
Mhm.
they're singing along to music? This just feels like a shot, and it feels
Yeah.
like we're trying to support Billie because she needs all the help that she can get.
I don't think
Because
Billie needs, like, support in a sense, like
she can't get her new album to beat
Yeah.
Taylor's.
Well, I do think it is a great album, and I think that it just shows too, like, how they are both big artists, but I think that Billie hasn't reached that Taylor Swift stardom yet,
And
and
she's
that's okay.
jealous.
She's still at the, like, start of her career.
I know, but, like, why can't she admit that, you know?
Can't she admit that she I'm pretty sure that, like, months before all this came out, she said Beyoncé and Taylor Swift, she's too afraid to do stadiums because they're doing such a great job. So even Billie admitted, like, they were doing and then all this came out, so
I will
we'll
tell
see if
you
she feels the same way now.
I will tell you this.
Mhm.
So, I went to see Avril Lavigne at the Forum
Mhm.
last week, and it really put into perspective how good Taylor Swift's show really is. Because Avril came out for what felt like 45 minutes, and it was an hour and a half, but it felt so short.
Mhm.
The lack of production value, like, Taylor Swift has set a bar that is unmatchable. Not even unbeatable,
Yeah.
but unmatchable.
Have you been to a Billie concert?
I have been to a Billie
Okay.
concert.
Which one?
This
Yeah.
last one,
Oh, okay.
the one
Yeah.
that she performed the exact same
Yeah.
thing at Coachella and then
Yeah.
proceeded to go
I
on
was gonna
tour.
say Billie is a great performer.
Sure.
I wouldn't say to that extent just yet. I think she's getting there, but also it has to go Billie doesn't have enough in her
Material.
category to do.
But it just
you
goes
know.
to show that, like, really, like, the production value of Taylor Swift
Mhm.
is unfucking believable because it
Yeah.
really just made Avril Lavigne show, which was fantastic,
Mhm.
but compared to Taylor Swift, like,
Yeah, and I think I mean, that's why it's going on as long as it's going on.
yeah,
And maybe even longer.
hopefully,
Yeah.
I'm really hoping for the Female Rage the musical.
Yeah.
I just want a whole tour of just TTPD.
It's deserving. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, oh right, I
Yeah.
forgot. Either way, Kylie and Kendall.
She did repost it, so I think it is aim.
Let's move on to our Travis update. Daddy.
Oh my god.
Once a show? Once a week.
Maybe a month, maybe.
Oh, all right. Once a week. I feel like it's like the new thing. Like when I say daddy, there go the lips. Okay. This is very interesting.
Mhm.
And okay. So Jack Antonoff, this was a bit ago, but we're just finding out now
Mhm.
because this photo was just posted to I think it's Jack Antonoff's sister that posted this photo.
Mhm.
Is that right?
I think it was someone, like, close to Jack. I don't think it was his wife's Margaret, right? It wasn't
Margaret.
Margaret, no.
Yeah.
No.
So, there was a photo posted online just last week, of Travis Kelce at Jack Antonoff's 40th birthday party. That was his birthday is on March 31st.
Mhm.
So she happened to be on a break from her international leg. She was not photographed, but she was likely able to make it.
Yeah.
I think that they're not shy about posting photos
Mhm.
together, and I think it's weird that, like, there were no photos of her and Jack
Yeah.
at Jack's birthday party, or, like, she didn't post a photo,
Mhm.
so, like, my spidey sense tells me she wasn't there. I'm kind of
Yeah.
hoping that she wasn't because I think it means more that
Jack was I know
if
Jack.
if Travis went to
Yeah.
Jack's birthday party
Mhm.
solo,
Yeah, I can see that.
kind of a
I
big
mean,
deal.
Jack has never been shy of being friends with her boyfriends and then also telling Taylor his thoughts. And so I think that there is a friendship and relationship there separate to his relationship with Taylor. So I think that's exciting.
I think that's the ultimate stamp of approval.
Yeah.
If he gets approval from Jack,
Yeah. Especially because March 31st, that's that was 2-3 weeks before TTPD, so it's like you would want to post that. He worked on it. It's her album, you know, you would want that, like, show her presence there. So I don't think she was there.
I don't think she was there.
Mm-mm.
There's no reason for her not to be in any photos.
Yeah. And like what you were saying, it is the ultimate stamp of approval to be there and around all of her friends without
her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's showing how comfortable he is with her setting, you know, and her stardom.
And her friends.
Yeah.
And, like, that he's actually formed real relationships with the people in her lives.
Yeah, because you're not going to go, like, yeah, okay, he would get points with Taylor by going without her there, but at the same time, I don't think that's at all what it is. I think he went because he genuinely likes Jack and he likes those people and he likes to be around them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exciting. They're
Good for
moving.
you,
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk tour talk and theories. Our next segment. So this is very, very exciting. And truthfully, I feel sorry for anyone that hasn't experienced a rain show. Because it happened in Lyon? It happened in
Lyon?
France. Lyon?
I think so.
Is it Lyon?
I think so. Could be wrong. Don't quote me. Anyway, France.
People are gonna let us know, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But they were very lucky to have a rain show. I did go to the famous
Yeah.
best show of the Eras Tour, Boston Night 2.
The Deluge. That was her first time she said that, right? When it was pouring, she's like, "This is a deluge show."
I don't know what that means.
A lot of rain.
Yeah. Is that okay?
She said, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was truthfully the best night of my life. And she said, this is interesting, I find, though. She said that the crowd, she's never experienced crowds like this in her life, and that they're so loud and so giving, and they're the best crowd she's ever performed for in Europe. I'm kind of hurts my feelings a little.
Well, I think she's going places she's never been before.
So the crowds have never seen her, and it's their first time, and
it's the first time experiencing it. It's her first time experiencing it. It's also like international crowds are different than U.S. crowds. Like,
in what way?
Well, I think it wasn't Madrid. It was definitely one of the earlier. I think it was Mexico, where they had their own chant for her during one of the songs or something like that, and she even pointed it out. I think she's having her own type of, like, inside jokes with the international, you know,
nice.
things like that. Have you watched live streams, right? You don't watch live streams? You gotta keep up. Yeah.
I just watch the highlights on.
Yeah.
On
No, I do that. I do that too. But sometimes you gotta check into the live streams.
Okay.
And, like, when there's an international Swiftie, because seeing their experience is so enjoyable, and it's, like, exciting too, because, like, I like to find the people that, like, you can tell that's their first time seeing Taylor, or, like, that's their first time in their country seeing Taylor. It's so exciting, and it's, like, it's almost like your first time seeing her again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's really exciting. So I do believe what she was saying. I first was taken back. I'm like, okay, but you've had so many massive crowds here, but it's so different to perform places you've never been, to people you've never seen.
Oh, I just want to go to London so bad.
London is gonna be a big one. That's gonna be a good one. She's going back. She's doing Wembley, like, multiple times, right?
Yeah. 8 shows?
But isn't she, like, playing and then she's going back to Wembley?
Yes. I think
so. That's fishy to me.
Why?
I think there's an announcement likely in London because of that.
Reputation?
Or karma. But that's another
whole
other, yeah.
She also is, I can't tell if this is shade to Travis Scott or not, you know? But multiple times, this happened again in Lyon, well, definitely France, where a fan was in need of help, and she was like, "S'il vous plaît, thank you," and got him help. But, like, it just goes to show that it's not that hard to pay attention to the crowd, you know?
Yeah. I don't necessarily think it was, like, a shot, but I think that ever since then, artists have been very
cognizant.
Yeah, which also, I mean, this is just a personal thing. When I see videos of that on TikTok for any artist, people kind of, cheer them on, which, yeah, I mean, they should be cheered on, but at the same time, I think it should be expected. I think, like, you're going to that venue, like, if something's wrong,
bare minimum.
Yeah, like, that's why when people are like, "Woo," like, cheering them on, I'm like, you don't have to cheer for that.
Just gotta take care of it and move on.
Exactly, yeah. And I
Yeah.
think that Taylor is showing other artists, see, like, on a stage like this, if I can do it, you can do it,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
That's nice. I love that she really does look and stare and memorize our faces.
Yeah.
I think she looked at me in Boston.
She remembers you.
I hope.
She's constantly since that day.
I don't know. Thinks about me. Dreams about me.
She wrote, "I bet you think about me for you." Is that weird?
No, she wrote it in my perspective.
Yeah. She knows. She knows you think about her.
Yeah, I have $1 million couch.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, moving on to our spotted segment. So we have not spotted Taylor out at all.
Yeah.
There's no videos of her except for with Travis.
This is like No, we've seen her on the international because we saw them at Lake Como.
Yeah, that's the only time we've seen her.
Yeah.
Is with Travis.
Yeah.
But she does not go out on her own. She does not go out at all. She only goes out on dates with Travi. But apparently she stopped by Kit Kat Club at the Playhouse Theater in the West End. Oh, West End to see Cara Delevingne. Cara took the role of club singer Sally Bellis, made famous by Liza Minnelli in 1972. So there was a lot of buzz that Taylor Swift had visited London to see Cara on May 31st. And then following the show, this person confirmed on Twitter, can confirm, yes, Taylor was there, basically.
That, I mean, they've always had such a special relationship dating back to even before Bad Blood, before the whole music.
Yeah, they met at Victoria's Secrets.
And I mean, that friendship has been one of her firmer ones that has stayed consistent.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's nice to see now it still is that same sort of relationship. Especially they're just kind of picking up where they left off.
I'm just impressed she went all the way to London, went to a show, and nobody knew. Well, they knew, but like there were no videos.
But it's not that far. I mean, she's in France. Like, it's not that far for her.
No, I'm just saying I'm just shocked that there were no no videos.
But also that when she was in Mexico, like, people kept away, like they didn't put where her hotel was. Like, I think that also is part of the international Swifties, like them being like, we're not going to say anything. Even the fan that was like, I can confirm it, they confirmed it after. They didn't confirm.
Oh, we're so much better.
We should go to an international show. Go to London. Yeah, we'll see.
I'd like to. But I'm just impressed that like she's so busy and like really is so thoughtful and goes to see one of her shows and be supportive.
Well, because has she gone to any Eras tour?
I don't think she's been to an Eras tour, but she's definitely been.
She's been to a show of her, yeah. So it's giving Pain back that kindness.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a good show.
Yeah. I wonder if it was just that weekend or is it still running?
Probably should research that.
You should go see it when you go to London.
If I go. All right, our fun fact of the day. So apparently, this is a story we know all too well. A fan could not get tickets to Taylor Swift. So there was a video on TikTok that showed Taylor Swift signing an autograph for Maria Julia, a fan from
Sao Paulo?
Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Sao Paulo?
Yeah.
Sao Paulo, who was unable to attend the Eras tour when it came to Brazil in November 2023. The video was posted by Maria's mother, who said that her daughter was unable to attend the concert due to ticketing issues. The souvenirs left for the fan included 2 friendship bracelets. One spelled out "Oh my" to Mary song. And it had red hearts and green hearts. Is this a debut clue?
I immediately went there, but then I was like, with the red hearts, I don't necessarily see it. But she also has been dropping
massive debut and Reputation.
Even Taylor Nation.
Debutation.
Yeah, Taylor Nation like retweeted something when she did both those songs. It was our song.
You know what I really want to say though? I have a beef to pick with the Swift community. I'm this way because you trained me. Like we all are like fiending for like reputation and debut,
Yeah.
and everyone online is like, oh my god, like let's just enjoy TTPD.
Yeah.
Like the crowd is chanting more. Like she trained us to be this way. She trained us to thirst and thirst and thirst for the next thing. Sorry. She trained us to thirst and thirst and thirst for the next thing and to keep us on our toes and to drop Easter eggs and for us to hunt things down left and right. And they put clues out and all these fans are like, just enjoy shut up. Shut up.
I think she also like she's done like a little crash course with Ellen too of like here's Easter eggs, and I think it also has gone a little too far because like when she was on Ellen and she did that, it was like simple things. She's like I've left it on clothing, things like that. I think personally my biggest like gripe with like Swifties and Easter eggs is like when they're going back and they're being like, okay, 1,000 days from this day, she said this at this time, she meant this. That's where I'm like, okay, I don't even think she goes that
Yeah,
far.
but you just said earlier that she played the 87
Yeah,
song.
something like that. Like that
87 days.
Yeah, that's not like, okay, let me take like 2,000 numbers and add it up and be like so, for example, some Swifties like look at the I Bet You Think About Me cake and it had like the 26 and they screenshot it and they were counting like the sprinkles on it. And I was like, okay, the sprinkles
But she would do something like that.
She would do something like that if it was like something that you could count. It wasn't like someone literally like zoomed in was like, there's 30,000 sprinkles.
But she expects us to do that.
She does expect us. Like she has trained us, but I get it from both sides. And that's just my issue with Easter eggs is I'm like, they're always in our face. They're always easy for us to obtain. They're never something that is like so out of there that we can't do it.
I don't think that's true. I just think
we'll see. Yeah.
That
when she announces it, we'll see.
She makes them harder and harder.
Yeah. Each time. Yeah.
So back to this fan that got friendship bracelets. She also got a second bracelet that said "I love you" with blue, yellow, and green beads, which is kind of the color of debut.
Yeah, because with the butterflies are blue.
Sitting in a pond.
Yeah.
Whatever she was sitting
Green
in.
is, yeah.
She included midnight guitar picks and an autograph addressed to Maria Julia. Apparently, when tickets for the Brazilian leg went on sale in June of 2023, concert goers claimed that scalpers had made it almost impossible to purchase legal tickets, which had sold out in under an hour. Damn.
Yeah, that one was brutal. I remember watching it, and it just went like that. Yeah.
I feel like she should have given her tickets. Like, it's nice to get all that stuff, but I'm like, bitch, I wanted to see the show.
I wonder if she's like, okay, she gives this girl tickets. There's so many stories like that, you know?
But she gives people money all the time.
Yeah, I just think that fans will start being like, well, why did, they're going to start.
No, no. I
see you though. Like I understand. Like
give the ticket and buy her a plane ticket.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
also here's the thing. She gets a personalized autographed and letter from Taylor. Would you rather go to a Taylor show or have a letter that Taylor wrote specifically for you?
I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah.
If I've never seen it, and I think I'd go to the Eras tour. I think I want to see it in person.
But no, over knowing the fact that she addressed something specifically to you.
That so good.
Yeah, it's so hard. Yeah.
All right, moving on to our We Hear You. We hear you. I read the comments. I see your comments. And apparently people are pissed that I don't know how to pronounce Edinburgh in Scotland. So
how did you say
it? Edinburgh? That's is that how you'd say it?
No, is that how you originally said it?
Yeah. Okay. Is that what you thought it was? So so it's apparently pronounced Edinburgh. Edinburgh. 3 syllables. Edinburgh.
I think I've heard it. I've never really like seen it written. I've heard it. I've never.
I don't know what it was about that. Of all the things we said last week, people were very up in arms about the fact that I did not research how to say names.
And now there's 3 other locations that you're gonna have to learn.
Apologies in advance for Leon.
I'll let you take the heat on those.
Yeah. But apologies. I did go back and research, and I learned a little bit about Edinburgh. And that is how to say the name. Okay. That is our show for the day. Thank you, Grayson, for being
Thank you
here.
so much. Yeah.
Fabulous guest host.
Thank you.
Please feel free to listen to us on Apple and Spotify. Please subscribe. Leave a comment. You can watch us on YouTube. Leave a comment. I'll read them. If there's one that I think needs to be talked about, we have a segment for it. We do hear you. We listen. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.